So good evening, and welcome to Salinas Pueblo Missions National Monument. My name is Tom Betts, and I'm your superintendent for your favorite national park. And it's my honor to welcome you guys here for a great celebration here tonight, because we've done this for about 30 years, have a night sky party, but tonight's kind of special because we are here to announce our designation by the International Dark Sky Association as a dark sky park. And so that's really a great accomplishment. So I do want to just kind of recognize a few of the folks who are responsible for this, and I don't think they're all here, but we'll start with the past superintendent, Glenn Fulfer. For those of you who know Glenn, you know he spent his entire career here at Salinas Pueblo Missions, even when it was a state monument before it became a national monument. He retired in December last year as the superintendent of the park, but it's his fault that we're here. About 30 years ago, he made a phone call to a group of guys they must be crazy because they're out of Chicago. And the Lake County Astronomical Society, he called them up and said, how'd you guys like to come out here and watch Halley's Comet from our park? Well, they got all excited and they said, yeah, and they came out. And they kept coming. And now we can't get rid of them. They've been coming for 30 years. And in that 30 years, they've been a great part of the park because they always bring their gear, and they have set up to help us interpret the night sky to our visitors and our locals alike. And so we've appreciated all that they've done over the years, and that they're back again for this occasion as a dark sky park, because that's why they're here, is because it's a dark sky. Greg Lutz has been coming all of that time, all 30 years, Greg. So
Greg, stand up.
Thank you very much. I appreciate you coming out there. So, and you know, I can't talk to everybody out there, but I guess Gary, Leon, and Michael, you know, 16, 20 years, something like that. They've all been coming. So, you know, it's great to have them out there, and we appreciate that. They also helped us get our designation by providing night sky data. And they also wrote a letter of support for this whole deal, and so they've been a good player in this. And tonight again, they've brought their equipment so that we can all enjoy and learn about our night skies. So enjoy that while it's here. They've got some good stuff. The next one I'd like to recognize is here, and it's Patrick Malone. Patrick works in our Denver regional office for his real job, and after Glenn retired, he was the acting superintendent here from January to May 2016. So he was here for about 4 months. Patrick introduced the dark sky concept to both the park and the local community. He then helped collect some data, and he completed the application for the dark sky designation. Even after he went back to his real job in Denver, he stuck with it and followed through on it until we got our designation, which happened August 4th of 2016. So Patrick, thank you very much for all you did. Another one who's not here tonight, but some of his crew is here, and that's Marc LeFrancois, who's our Chief of Maintenance and Resources. Mark and his crew worked tirelessly to make sure that our lighting on all the sites was appropriate for what was required to keep our light pollution down, and got that done in time. And their crew and others in the park, I have no idea what everybody did, because I've only been here 2 months. And so, you know, I get the honor to take credit, or at least give credit, to those who did it. So they did a great job. We do have some posters here tonight, and I'm going to have Norma hold one up for you. Dr. Tyler Nordgren, who's a full professor of physics and astronomy at the University of Redlands, produced these posters for us, which also helped us get our designation. We brought enough. We want to try to have everybody here tonight take one home with them. They're a beautiful poster, and it's made kind of in the old style of Park Service posters, just a little bit, if you're familiar with old Park Service posters. But Dr. Nordgren has worked with the NPS in astronomy education for the Park Service, and he wants the public to have a chance to see the nocturnal landscape, including an unobscured view of the vanishing landscape beyond our own atmosphere. So he's been a great asset to us. He's helped document the vanishing landscape with his night sky photography, all the way from New York City to Flagstaff, Arizona. And he developed a popular poster campaign in conjunction with the Park Service to see the Milky Way in America's parks, where half the park is after dark. So that's he's done a great job. And then, if you've seen our flyer for tonight, we want to thank Alan Osterholtz. Is Alan here? Alan is not here. Alan Osterholtz gave us permission to use his photograph of the Gran Quivira unit that he took during one of our evening programs back in August of this year. And if you take some pictures tonight that you'd like to share with us, we'd like to put them on our Facebook site. We'd like to use them in future presentations. You can send them to Norma, and we'll make sure that if we use them, we'll go through the proper signature and make sure you get the credit for the photograph. So we'd love to see your photographs. And lastly, we've got Jim Greenhouse here, and if I've got this right, Jim is the Space Science Director with the New Mexico Museum of Natural History and Science, and we also have Bruce Meyer.
That's true.
And we appreciate you guys coming. Bruce is a member of the Albuquerque Astronomical Society, and you guys brought a telescope, a megaphone, and a laser pointer to help us do a night sky tour, did you not?
That's correct. He's got the laser pointer and the mic, the megaphone, and I got the scope. So there
Well, thank you guys for coming out.
Coordinated.
So, you know, I'm sure there's a lot of people I've missed, but if we could get another round of applause for everybody who make this happen for us, that's a great deal. And so I think Leon from the Lake County Astronomical Society has a couple words to say.
Thank you.
Thank you, Leon.
Could you stay here with me?
Stay here. I can stay here.
Stay here.
I'm usually in trouble when this happens.
I just prepared a man of a few words, but I have a few words.
Good.
So I'm Leon Fasano. I'm a former club president of the Lake County Astronomical Society and the current representative. I'd like to thank you and everyone for allowing us to be here today. First of all, Lake County Astronomical Society is a membership of about 120 members in Lake County, Illinois, and our club started in around '86. And as you know, quite a few of the members here are founding members from the first trip out here. So it's pretty special for everybody. But we wanted to express our appreciation to the National Park Service and the Mountaineer Office for the opportunity to be a part of the Gran Quivira experience for all these years. For 30 years now, we've come to here to continually observe and conduct astronomical studies. We appreciate this opportunity. It's enriched our lives, and we know that it has brought the same to you. But more than that, a relationship has developed, and we appreciate that even more. So thank you. And in recognition of this, we would like to present you this plaque denoting your 100-year anniversary and our 30 years with you at Gran Quivira. So
That is very, very nice. Thank you very much. We will make sure this gets put up where everybody can see it.
Thank you.
That is fantastic. Thank you. And you know, you guys have brought a lot to not just the park but the community by bringing these out and helping people learn about the skies. So it's a two-way street. And again, we thank you.
Thank you.
Can you hold that up?
Get back in here. I got to be in this, so do you.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Tom, I have one more thing for you.
Okay.
You're mentioning who started all this commotion. We got a picture from the first group from 1986 here.
Wow.
Mike was here, I was here. You probably wouldn't recognize us in here, but I have dark hair there, and Mike was...
I understand that dark hair kind of thing.
So anyway, this is the group that caused your headache from now on.
Beautiful.
So we wanted to give that to you.
Beautiful. Thank you very much.
Okay, and we all thank you.
pleasure for me to be a part of this right now. So. This is my first year, and it won't be my last either. So. All right, I think we're just about done. I've got just a couple of housekeeping issues right now. Just to let you know, Norma wanted me to let you know that we plan on having at least 4 of these events every year. So we may not always have the Lake County group with us, but we will have 4 events for night sky operations. So we'll do that, and that'll be great. Light pollution is a problem all over the world. And if you look at any satellite photos of the countries and cities at night, it's hard to find a place on there that's dark. This is still one of those places. And so one of the things that we're going to try and do is get in the schools, hold public meetings, and try to educate people about light pollution, what we can do to keep it down, better ways to control that so that we can all still enjoy what we're going to see tonight is one of the most beautiful night skies. And we also want to remind you tonight, and most of you know that, but up here, even though we've got everything groomed and we've got a walkway, we've still got a wild place here. Don't be afraid to look down every now and again, and if you hear something go, you know, pay attention to that because we do have snakes and rattlesnakes here. Don't be afraid of them. If we do find one, we'll take care of it. We'll get it moved off. It's not a big deal. Just back away from it. Now, the other thing that I want you all to be aware of tonight, especially after it gets dark, is if you're up wandering around, we've got some steep drop-offs with real quick drops. So stay on the trails if you would. Try to stay off the walls. We appreciate that because we don't want to have to pull anybody out of a kiva or a deep hole out here. The last thing is it's going to be dark tonight. And so remember that white light destroys your night vision. It also destroys the vision of the friend standing next to you when you went, "What?" and you gasp them right in the eyes. So if you have a white light flashlight tonight, our staff brought some red cellophane. We can wrap the end of it so that it can be a red light which does not destroy your night vision or the person standing next to you. So just ask. We can help you out that way and we can get her done. Other than that, enjoy your evening. Enjoy looking at the atmosphere tonight and see what's up there with the stars and such. I've been to a couple of them. My wife is mad that she's not here to enjoy this with us. Enjoy your evening, and if you need anything, anybody, one of us in uniform, be glad to help you out. So enjoy your night. Thank you very much for showing up tonight.
I got a great story for you.
Yeah, I know I'm
Well, this one wasn't hurt more than you. Okay, we had a star party similar to this up in Lake County. And if you can imagine, about 200 people spread out over at least an acre, acre and a half of ground. And it was in the summertime, and it was a meteor shower. And we're all standing around there, and it was so neat when a meteor would go through. You'd hear this whole crowd of people, 200 people. Whoa! Wow! You kept hearing, every once in a while, you'd hear 2, maybe 3 people go, woo, wow. And you'd wonder, well, what did they see that nobody else saw? And so I started walking through the crowd, trying to figure out why that would happen. We have a thing called fireflies out there. And a firefly would be maybe 4 or 5 feet in the air, and these 3 people would see it, nobody else would. And they thought it was a shooting star. So I hope you have as much fun as they did tonight. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you, guys.
Okay.
Pretty nice, huh?
The observers were getting ready for a dark sky. And they were rewarded with this view of the Milky Way and the Lagoon Nebula. And the bright lights of Albuquerque were only visible with a long exposure.